Get ready to match the star. Richard Deacon, Brett Summers, Nipsey Russell, Gunilla Hutton, Richard Dawson, and Mitzi McCall as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 74. And now here's the star of Match Game 74, Gene Rayburn.
No.
Hello, Johnny Olsen. How are you? Yes, just pulling your leg. Are you ready? Have a go at it?
Yes, we are.
We're ready. Some of you are more ready than others, I see.
Yes.
What are you fiddling with?
Oh, honey, if I could tell you how ready I am.
I want to hear how ready you are. Sit down there. And let's get on with it by saying hello to these two civilians, Janice Larry and Sarah Lopez. Say hello to them. Nice. Splendid. Janice is our current champ. She's won $950. She has 2 games under her belt, and she's a teacher, teaches first-grade students, and her boyfriend is sitting in the first row, and she's a very sweet lady.
Anything else to declare?
No. And she's being challenged by Sarah Lopez. Would you like to refresh our memories on the story of your life?
I'm a housewife. I live in Lompoc, and I have children and a backyard full of animals.
Oh, that's right. You're the one who's building the ark and waiting for the next flood. So now you had your first round question. You did not match any, and you blew it, yes, to put it bluntly. And your first round question is coming up in a moment or so. But first, this is coming up. Watch it. Okay. We were just funning around here while you were doing some business. And now we'll go to the serious stuff here. Janice, this is your question. Everybody plays. This is her first round question.
Is Nipsey married?
No, he's a bachelor. Yeah.
Oh.
Lieutenant, oh, wait a minute. Hold everything here. Oh, here we go. Lieutenant Colombo said. Hey, the one thing I forgot, he says, are you saying I use police brutality on that crook? Oh, no, sir, not me. All I did was I make him sniff my raincoat till he blanked, that's all. Lieutenant Colombo, you know, you see, Lieutenant Colombo.
I think it's a marvelous impression. Could you do it now without the cigar so we could hear it?
Lieutenant Colombo said to the chief, you're saying I used police brutality on that crook? No, sir, not at all. All I did was make him sniff my raincoat till he blanked.
Oh, good gravy. I never heard that. I tell you.
I guess it's hard.
Yeah, I've heard that most sex maniacs are hard of hearing.
Not Russ Colombo. Who's rotten cigars? Ira, is this your cigar?
Person who had it passed away from a contagious disease.
Did you finish?
You have about 3 minutes.
Okay, finished, everybody. So, we call on you, Janice Larry. Lieutenant Colombo said to the chief, he said, no, wait, just a minute, Chief. You're saying I used police brutality on that crook? Oh, no, sir, not me. I didn't do that. All I did was make him sniff my raincoat till he blanked. That's all I did. That's...
Passed out.
Passed out. Yeah. Passed out is what she said. Richard, what'd you say?
I said he threw up.
That is police brutality. What do you say?
I say, why do I always have to get my comeuppance? Every time I'm dead sure that I'm right, it turns out that I'm wrong. I said till he talked.
Till he talked. Well, that would be the traditional answer, wouldn't it? Now, Nipsey, what do you say?
Don't feel bad, Brett. I'm in the same ballpark till he confessed.
Thanks.
Right? I think that's what the lieutenant had in mind. Gunilla, what have you got in mind?
Well, he never takes that coat off. Have you noticed that?
That's
very
right.
rarely. So
Yeah.
I think if I smelled it long enough, I would pass it out.
Okay. There's one for you, Janice. Passed out is the answer she's looking for. All I did was make him sniff my raincoat till he blanked. Passed out is what she says, Richard.
Till he talked.
Talked. Yeah. I guess that's what the detective is looking for. What did you say, Mitzi?
Well, another way of saying passed out, right,
Yeah.
is till he fainted.
Fainted or passed out? Yeah. Hey, that's not bad. That's 2 for you. And you get the cigar. No. All right, now we go to round 2, and I'll push this button and ask Sarah to make a selection.
B.
B again. Here we go. Everybody plays Gesundheit, madam.
Bless you.
Air conditioning too much in the studio. People are sneezing. Now suffer.
You kids aren't sitting up
Hot as
here.
heck up here. Under these lights, it's just terrible. Okay. So stop sneezing. Is that a rotten bunch? Get the other
Now
audience.
don't turn into a mob.
Now listen to this. Gloria said to the surgeon, the operation was perfect, except for one thing. Every time I lower my left arm, my right blank goes up in the air. Gloria said to the surgeon, the operation was perfect except for one thing. Every time I lower my left arm, my right blank goes up in the air. Nipsey.
Yeah, I'm trying to think why
I
it
think
would go up
something
in the air.
terrible's happened to Nipsey.
Why is that?
You used to be so quick.
Well, you see, they put me on this side of you, and it's the residual that I'm getting. Here you are.
Did you finally come up with something?
I did indeed. I don't know what it amounts to, but I came up.
No, conceal it there.
It is concealed.
Oh, good.
And
Splendid.
congealed.
Yes.
Okay, it's...
Are you
All
finished,
right.
my dear?
Oh, look,
Yes,
these
I am.
browbeat me
I'm
and the dum-dums in
rephrasing
the
it.
first row are still fighting.
All right, here we go. Sarah Lopez. Gloria said to the surgeon, the operation was perfect except for one thing. Every time I lower my left arm, my right blank goes up in the air.
My right foot.
Right foot. The audience is awing Sarah. We'll find out if her foot went up. Let me see. Lowering her arm, raising her foot. Go ahead.
Oh, I love you when you dance.
Can I have a little music, please? Richard, what did you say? She said foot.
I think mine is more logical.
Really?
Boob.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, Brett. That's enough of that.
I had the same operation.
I see. Now, Brett, may we see yours, please?
They
Yours
certainly...
answered.
Yeah.
Are you the host of this show?
Though he said, may we see yours, and I wanted to get, you know.
Show and
Where
tell.
did you get that jacket? JCPenney's? Well, of course, the answer is leg.
How about
Which
leg
is
and
very
foot?
close to
Okay,
your
there's
foot.
one there.
You're
Nipsey?
right. What?
My right eyebrow.
Right eyebrow. Eyebrow. Pretty bad. All right, Gunilla. Every time I lower my left arm, my right blank goes up in the air. What say you to that?
Well, I say that I know that the Hollywood job supposedly used to be a nose job, but it has changed, and I know that, so I said boob.
Okay. So,
See, that plastic surgery is...
yeah, she's looking for the answer foot.
Oh,
Yes.
I forgot the question.
well, my foot is a 34 cup. Yes, of course, leg, darling.
Leg
That's the
and
same
foot.
thing.
Okay, that's 2 for you. Mitzi?
Well, I happen to know the doctor wasn't a boob man, he was a leg man.
Okay. So that's 3 for you. Your question is yet to come, so you did well with that, Sarah. Now we've got this message for you. Pay attention. Okay, now Janice Larry, you need 1 match to tie, 2 to win your 3rd game. Ready?
Ready?
Let's see.
We don't play.
Gunilla
No,
does
we
not
can't
play, and Mitzi does not play. The rest of you do. Tinkerbell lost her blank in Never Never Land. Aren't you sorry you're not playing?
Yeah, I am.
Tinkerbell lost her blank in Never Never Land. I guess being a 1st grade teacher, you know who Tinkerbell is, don't you, Janet?
Yes.
Who is Tinkerbell?
The little lady that flies around.
A little lady who runs around?
Flies.
Oh, flies around. That's Charles Nelson Riley.
Wasn't she in the Carpetbaggers? Tinkerbell, I'm sure she was.
No, she wasn't. Nipsey, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, then. Work with a little more dispatch, if you would, please.
Don't be cross with her.
All right. Now, we're all set, and we'll call on Janice. Tinker Bell lost her blank in Never Never Land?
Bell is all I can think of.
Tinker Bell lost her bell?
That's all I could think of.
All right. First grade, you can come back now. Okay, Richard, she says Tinker Bell lost her bell in Never Never Land.
I said she lost her Peter Pan.
Lost Peter Pan. Okay, Brett, what do you say?
I say that's one of my favorite things in my whole life, when Peter Pan turns and says,
Do you?
If you believe in fairies, Tinker Bell will live.
Yes.
And someone from the back of the audience always screams, oh, Mary, do we believe in fairies? She lost her twinkle.
Lost her twinkle? Okay, Nipsey?
I never could fly. I say she lost her wings.
Her wings. You got to match a remaining celebrity, Richard Dawson, to stay in the game. Richard, may we see your card, please?
Now.
Yes.
Show me.
You've got to show it.
I love it when you're cross. She lost her virtue.
Virtue. Really? Come on down, Sarah. You win the game. Congratulations. So, you've got $100 now. Stand by for a moment while we bid Janice Larry farewell. You're leaving with $950.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Goodbye, Janice Larry. Good luck to you. Okay. Come up here, Sarah Lopez. You know how this part goes now?
Yes.
You ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay. You're excited, aren't you?
Yes.
You didn't think you were going to win, did you?
No.
You blew that first question, didn't you?
I blew it.
Yeah. All right. You recouped on the second one. You did well. We polled a recent studio audience, Sarah, and we got their best response to this. Blank none. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. Then if you match the next one, you get $250, and the third, $100. Which celebrities would you like some help from?
Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson.
Flying nun.
Flying nun. Why not?
Brett.
Brett.
Oh, how about singing nun?
Singing nun.
Well,
Yeah, that was a singing group. Yeah, that was they had a big hit record there for a while. What?
Mitzi.
Mitzi.
Well, there's a wine out called Blue Nun.
Blue nun, okay.
Oh, good.
Now, Sarah, you got your choice there of the blue nun, the flying nun, the singing nun. You may choose one of those or give us one of your own.
Flying nun.
Flying nun is the one she wants. The one she thinks is under the $500 response, the one that Richard gave her. Let's find out if it's up there and if so, where. First, may we see the $100 response? Singing nun is up there. That may be a good omen, Sarah. Okay. Here we go with the $250 response. Blue nun. Well, 2 out of 3 that the celebrities gave you. Maybe the flying nun is up there. Mitzi gave you that one. And let's see if the flying nun is under the $500 response. Yes, it is. Congratulations. Well done, my dear. Okay. All right. Now you've got $600. And you're going to be playing for $5,000. But to collect, you got to match one of them. Which one will it be?
Richard.
Okay, Richard, get ready to write. You face me. And here we go with the $5,000 question. Sentimental blank. Sentimental blank. Okay, Richard's finished. Now, Sarah, we need your answer. One you think will match his. What do you say to that? Sentimental
Feelings.
feelings. They're owing you. They think you're wrong. We'll find out right now. It's your question for $5,000, Richard. May we see it? Sentimental
Journey.
Sentimental Journey. You know that song?
No.
Gonna take a sentimental journey. Everybody in the audience apparently knows the song. It's an old song. You're not that old. Okay. You know some, you don't know some. That's right. All right, Sarah, you're going to play another game with another player in a moment or so, but first we've got to do this. We'll be right back. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, shall we start another game? Are you ready, Sarah?
Yes.
Are you still shaking?
Yes.
No, you're not shaking.
I feel it.
Calm down now. Let's introduce Becky Garab. How are you, Becky?
I'm fine.
Good. Would you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm married and I have 3 children.
3 children.
And I'm a student in dental hygiene. And
Yeah.
I live in Valencia, California.
Right.
Right.
You're a student in dental hygiene.
Right.
What's plaque?
That is the tartar on your teeth.
Tartar on your teeth.
Right.
Tartar
It
on
is
your
because-
teeth. That's another song. That's
Tartar on
You didn't know
teeth.
Sentimental Journey. Do you know Tartar on your teeth? Okay. Let's begin, shall we? Becky, would you make a selection?
B.
B. Here we go.
I know cavities in your mouth.
George said to his wife,
I know rocks in your head.
George said to his wife, would you make some more of those pancakes? I'd like to use them as blanks. George said to his wife, would you make more of those pancakes? I'd like to use them as blanks.
I can't think of the thing.
I'm done.
And a girl, trust your first judgment, Gunilla.
Yes.
Well, what's the
I've
first
got it,
thing
but
that
it's not
came into your
there.
head?
It's in my head, but not on my tongue. Or not in my hand.
Ah,
Nothing up my sleeve.
do you know about the little girl who came home from the dentist and said I have no cavities?
No, what about her?
But I'm pregnant.
All right, we're all set. Becky?
Maybe it's the crest.
George said to his wife, would you make some more of those pancakes? I'd like to use them as blanks.
Plates.
Plates.
Dinner.
Dinner plates. Okay, that's what Becky says. Richard, what do you say? If
Mine
anything?
was worse. It was weights.
Weights. Okay. They were heavy pancakes. Brett?
Well, I'm a mother and I have small children, so I said I could use them as frisbee.
Frisbee. Yeah. You know those gadgets? Nipsey?
Hubcaps.
What did you say, Gunilla?
Well, once I made Swedish meatballs for my husband, and he bounced them on the floor and played with them.
Oh.
So I said frisbee. Because a pancake's shaped like a frisbee.
That's right. And if they were heavy and rotten enough, you could use them as a frisbee. What'd you say, old bean?
Great time you must have at meal times in your house.
Oh, it's marvelous. Yes.
Really? I think it's very fascinating. Frisbees.
Frisbee. That's the answer. Plates is the answer she's looking for.
Well,
Mitzi,
I'm
what are
married
you
to that
offering?
nutty Charlie Brill. When I make anything rotten, he wants to kill me, so he's going to use them as bullets.
How can you do that?
See, they're round.
Okay.
Pancakes are
Charlie
flat.
Brill,
I don't
well.
care.
Now we got this for you, Sarah. You ready for it? Here's Sarah's first round question.
Okay.
It's the match game recipe for gravy.
Ah,
Now listen to this. You
Yes.
just wrote the cookbook. You
Right.
may want to put this in there. Mix equal parts of bourbon,
Whee!
scotch, gin, and prune juice, and pour it over your roast. It doesn't taste too good, but it sure makes you blank. Did you hear what's in there, Sarah? Bourbon, scotch,
I got it.
gin,
I got it.
and
it.
prune juice. And pour it over the roast. It doesn't taste too good, but it sure makes you blank. Come on now, folks.
What do you mean, come on now, folks?
Not you.
Come on now,
You're not
other
folks. Other folks.
I can't stand this constant badgering from Gene Rayburn. This is my last day on the show this week.
All right. Big brother. What? Oh, yes, you got a minute to go here. Let me just see then. Okay, Sarah, here's a match game recipe for gravy. Mix equal parts of bourbon, scotch, gin, and prune juice and pour it over your roast. It doesn't taste too good, but it sure makes you
Drunk.
drunk. Drunk would seem to be a reasonable answer with all that bourbon and stuff in it.
I said smile.
Brett, what did you say?
I said just makes you keep moving.
What did you say?
One part takes of food for energy, and that would make you go.
All right, Gunilla, she's looking for
Well,
drunk.
it would make me sick, too, so I went with Brett. I said trot.
All right, Richard.
I think the medical term is regular.
Mitzi, what did you offer? She's looking for drunk.
And when you're regular, you run fast.
So at the end of round one, we got no score, and now we've got to go to you with this. Here it is. Got to stop here right now. Time is up. You were just splendid.
Thank you.
Some of you will come back, and some of you won't.
Name names.
No, I tell you, next time we get together, we are going to have this assortment of dingbats.
Jimmy Walker, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Linda Day George, Richard Dawson, and Kay Stevens.
Thank you for joining us. Gene Rayburn for Match Game 74. Goodbye.
Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of these CBS stations.